My name's Lisa Lofthill and I work at Family Gatherings Early On Urban Site in Brantford. We teamed up with Healthy Kids to create different cultural activities for Multiculturalism Day. So the kit that I'm going to show you how to make is the Dreamcatcher kit. In your kit, you should have received instructions, a pattern, some glue, a popsicle stick, a brass ring, some leather lace, some sinew, and some feathers and beads. I'm just going to put these off to the side because we don't need those right away. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your brass ring and you're going to get the pattern and you're going to place your brass ring onto the pattern. You're going to get your sinew, you can unravel it a bit, and you're going to tie a knot at the top, whatever one you want to start with. So I'm going to start right here at the top and I'm going to tie a knot there. So you want your knot nice and tight. So we'll do it in a double, triple knot just to make sure. There's my knot. You're going to get your pattern again. You're going to place it. So every end point of the pattern is where you're going to place a knot. So not a knot actually, I'm not even really sure what it's called, sorry. But you're going to grab your sinew. You're going to place it over top of your ring and you're going to grab your other end of the sinew and you're going to come through the middle of your sinew. So places like that. Okay. And you're going to get your pattern again. Make sure that it's in the correct spot. And then you're going to do another one. So you're going to go up and around and through the bottom of the ring. Again, you're going to pull it. You can pull the sinew and it'll go right along to where you make it. So it's starting to look like this. Again, you can use your pattern to make sure that they are lining up. If they're not, you can just unloosen the sinew and move it over. So you're going to do that all the way around your ring. Again, you're going to go over the ring, grab your end, and you're going to go up through the sinew and the ring. And you're going to pull your sinew so that it kind of like a little twist. It's not really a knot. So again, you're going to grab your pattern, check, make sure. If it's not, just move it over and pull. It's easier if you have it on the table and you can measure out how far apart, easier. Okay, if they're not really matching up, you can always move them. Like I said, and then you just pull the sinew again. So again, you're going to go over the brass ring, grab the end of your sinew, put it up through the middle, and pull it. So it's eventually going to look like this. Okay, so once you went all the way around, it should look like that. All the points should meet up. If they're not, it's okay. Okay, so then from here, you're going to start going through the middle. So at your end of the sinew, you're going to go through the middle of the sinew here and the brass ring. So you're going to go through, then you're going to come through the circle, and you're going to come through the sinew, just like you did on top, or like you did around. And you're going to pull it, you're going to pull it in the middle. You want to make sure that all of your sinew is kind of tight around the ends, because it can get loose. Okay, so you're going to pull it right to the middle. You're going to do that all the way around. So you're going to have your ring, you're going to go through the sinew and the brass, you're going to come right up through. Can be a little tricky. It's going to start looking like that. Again, you're going to go through all the way around. You're going to do that, okay? That's how you're going to do the webbing. It's going to be like this all the way around, right till you get to the middle. You're going to hit. And make sure that you get in the middle of each of your spots from around the ring. Again, if you want to make it tight, you just pull it with your sinew and it'll make it tight. The directions also will show you how to do it as well. It's a little different. They do the leather first. So you can do the leather first around the ring, but I like to do mine and hide the pieces of sinew. Your preference. So you're going to get to where you started, and you're going to go, again, just right through every hole. And you're going to pull. I hope you can see it there. Kind of hard to show and video it. So again, the next one you're going to go to is this one here. Then this one, then this one. So you're just going to keep going around. That's how you're going to create the web. The sinew is sticky. So your hands may get a little sticky while doing this. Again. Coming along. Again, just pulling your sinew tight so that your middle is tight and it's not loose. So your dream creature should start looking like this. As you get closer to the middle, it's going to get smaller and harder to go through. So the hole in the middle will be small as well. So I'm going to do one more, and then I am going to place a bead in the middle. It's totally up to you. You don't have to, but I like to put a bead in there. So I'm going to put a bead at the end of my sinew. It'll be like this, and then you're gonna again do the same thing so that it's webbed right into the middle. It'll look like that. You can go around again. Then you're gonna, at the end, it's up to you how far you want to go into the middle. I think I'm gonna be done here, and now I'm gonna just tie it in a knot. So you're gonna take your sinew, make a loop, go through, you're gonna put that knot, make sure it's right touching the other sinew. There's my knot right there. But I'm gonna do a double knot just to make sure. You can also hang a feather around if you'd like, but I'm just gonna leave mine just like that. So then next what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your longest piece of leather. Mine's all tangled up here. Sorry if yours is too. You're gonna get your longest piece of leather, and you're gonna need your glue for this part and your popsicle stick. And what you're gonna do is where you start it up on top, because there's gonna be a little wee tail. I'm gonna move my tail. See how it's hanging? I'm gonna move my tail right up because it'll stick to the other sinew, and just give it a rub and it'll stick in and you don't see that tail. Then I'm going to get my leather. Again, it's up to you if you want this side to show or this side to show. Okay, so I'm going to get my glue and I'm just going to dab. You just need a little dab of glue, and you're going to place it on your ring. And just hold it there for a few minutes. Okay, so once you glued it and held your leather, it should be stuck there. Get a pair of scissors, because then you're not going to need any more of the sinew, and you can just chop it off. It'll look like that. So once your leather is on there, get the end of it, and you're just going to wrap it all around the brass ring, nice and tight. Try and go as close as you can to the other piece of leather so that it's nice and tight and touching. So you're just doing it around the brass ring, just wrapping it around. When you get to the sinew, when you get to here, what I do is I go, let me see if I can do this good. So what I do is I go into the sinew so that you're into the webbing, and you're gonna pull it. And then you're just gonna continue on going around. Let me do a couple and I'll show you what it looks like that. So then you don't see the webbing. So again, when you get to the sinew, you're going to, it's all your preference. Some people like it to show. So it's going to go like that. So on our instruction sheet, we have doing the leather first. We have, so again, just wrapping it around the brass ring. Making it nice and tight. through here. That's at the points of the sinew. And just pull it nice and tight. Okay, so once you're almost done wrapping it around, you're going to get some glue. What I like to do is, about my last 2 wraps, I like to make sure that I have glue on there so that it'll stick. So you're just going to apply a little amount of glue on the leather. And then again, continue to wrap it. Maybe put a little bit more on. There, it'll be all done. So you can just leave that hanging there for a bit, and you're going to want to hold it again. And what you want to do is you want to get your other laces. These laces should be about all the same length. 3 of them are going to be for the feathers and beads to hang down, and the other one will be used to hang your dream catcher. So once that is glued, you can take your scissors and just cut the tail off. There's the dream catcher. So I'm going to put this down. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to see how you want your feathers and beads hanging actually. So if you lay your dream catcher down, I'm going to show you because you won't be able to see. So anyways, you're going to grab your leather. You can have 2 pieces on each side to hang down, or you can have the 2 pieces and another one hang down from the middle, or you can have the 3 pieces, or just 2, sorry, hanging down from the side bottom. It's totally up to you. You can lay it down and you can figure out how you want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 3 of them from the bottom. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have your top part, and you're going to take the bottom middle, and grab your leather. You're going to keep it together. You're going to put it through the sinew and the brass again. You're going to pull it. Then you're going to grab the 2 strings through that little loop. So then it looks like that. You're just going to pull it. So then it'll stay on like that. So that is your middle of your dream catcher right there. Okay. Then you're going to grab your other piece and you're going to do the same thing. Since they're all equally laid out, you can grab the other leather and pull it through like this if that's easier for you. And then you're going to have one more. Then you're going to put it through, have it hanging, pull these through. And that's the dream catcher. Then with your last one, you're going to do the exact same thing, and you're going to put it right in the middle at the top. Just pull it. So then you can tie it in your car, hang it in your windowsill. of your bedroom. That's what it'll look like. Then you can lay it down, and then that's when you're going to start adding the beads and feathers. Okay, so I'm going to start putting on my beads, and when putting on my beads, you can put them on each strand of the leather. You might want to figure out how many beads you want to put on each strand, but it's totally up to you. I know there's just limited beads that we have given out, so again, I'm just putting on these beads like that, and then you can grab your feathers. What I like to do is you put the feathers together if you want, but what I like to do is I like to put glue on my feathers and stick them into the into the beads so that I know they will stay. I'm just going to dab just a little bit on each of the feathers. Then what I do is I stick them right up in through the holes. So then it's like that. Again, stick some glue onto feathers. So some of my dream catchers, or not dream catchers, sorry, strands of leather will not have feathers, and some will. So the ones that don't have feathers, I'm going to tie in a knot so that the beads do not fall off. And you're just tying it into a knot. Almost done. And the last feathers. And there is the finished product. So I really hope you enjoyed this activity, and I hope you enjoy your dream catcher. Thanks for watching. Yahweh.